Hello guys, TKG here for your comfortable LostArk life. Today, I'd like to cover the recent changes in the KL region. Recently, LostArk introduced a new character system called the Ark Grid. Since it was added not long ago, the concept might still feel a bit unclear. So, I wanted to give you an overview in this video. To be honest, I might not have every details exactly right now, so if you notice any mistakes in what I say, please let me know in the comment. First, let me introduce the most basic concept. The newly introduced Ark Grid system is broadly divided into two components, cores and gems. Cores are items that range from epic to ancient levels, and they are set up for each characters individually, being saved on a per character basis. Additionally, cores cannot be traded. If you want to obtain a specific course, you will have to diligently participate in raids from Act 4 all the way to the last act. According to the current information, ancient level cores are particularly hard to acquire. On the other hand, gems are more general farming content. You can obtain gems starting from the uncommon level in content for characters above level 1700. Like Bracelet, you can craft option for gems, and there's a reroll system using specific items, as well as a fusion system similar to the previous gem system. The Ark Grid system activates as soon as you register your course. As shown in previous videos, the central piece is the core itself, and the gems surrounding it is the form of the Ark Grid system. In total, there are 6 cores, each configured with 4 gems, resulting in a total of 24 gems, which is essentially the main structure of the system. Additionally, you can only equip 1 core of the same type at a time. For instance, you may only equip 1 Older Sun cores, and for the remaining slots, you must use different types of cores. Cores and gems are each organized into 2 distinct types, Order and Chaos. Let's start with cores. There are character-specific Order cores and more general Chaos cores. Each type is further divided into 3 subcategories, Sun, Moon, and Star, each offering unique effects. To maximize your setup, you need to combine all 3 Order cores. Cores have fixed cost and points, which are known as a willpower system that determines how many points worth of gems you can equip. For instance, a relic level core has a cost limit of 15, and since there are 4 slots, you will need to craft or acquire gems with a cost of 4 or less to fill all slots and activate the full effect. Additionally, these specific points work similarly to the elixir system. Once you accumulate enough, for example, reaching 40 points, certain effects like critical bonus become active or enhanced, right? So you need to equip gems with sufficient order points to gradually activate the options displayed beneath each core. In summary, the Ark Core Grid system revolves around strategically equipping your main core node with low-cost, high-point gems to ensure you unlock its full efficiency and potential. Furthermore, as mentioned previously, gems are character-based content that you equip next to the core after acquiring or trading and then processing them. Fortunately, gems are only divided into Order and Chaos types, so there are slightly fewer factors to consider. However, interestingly, both Order and Chaos gems have their own sub-attributes. Order type gems include stability, solidity, and eternal, while Chaos type gems have erosions, distortion, and collapse as sub-attributes. Of course, since each sub-attribute comes with its own set options and cost, it might seem complicated. To make it simple, using Order as an example, the stability sub-attribute, which comes with an 8-cost gem, is used to craft a stable floor performance, while the eternal gem, which costs 10, is harder to build but offers more efficient options. Anyway, back to the main part. There is a system called processing for gems, and the options at the top and bottom are currently considered the highest priority as soon as you get started. The options on the sides are related to random character attack stats, so they are just a bit lower in priority. The reason is simple. The top and bottom options directly influence cost efficiency and the order chaos points mentioned earlier. In other words, if these top and bottom options are good, you can maximize the efficiency of activating your course points. That's why among all the tips that have come out from the community so far, these have been ranked as the most important factors. When processing gems, as mentioned earlier, activating the course points is currently the top priority. So the efficiency of the top and bottom options matters most. So why is it challenging to use high-cost gems? At present, the highest tier of core is Ancient, which has the greatest willpower, meaning its gem cost limit is 17. However, since it is so difficult to obtain, most people are using relic cores which have a cost limit of 15 and are much more practical. Back to gem processing, if you maximize all 4 gems options to 5-5, 5-5, the highest value gems comes with the cost of 5. With a relic core's 15 points cost limit, it is most efficient to equip 4 gems to activate the course points. If you use a single 5-point gems, your choice becomes limited. That's why gems with stable, low cost, such as stability attribute in order type gems, which when fully processed, remain at a cost of 4 or less, are currently considered the most effective for activating your course point by equipping 4 of them. And it goes without saying that the so-called usable gems are currently very expensive. Since the system is still in its early stage, it is extremely difficult to find gems with the desired option. But here's an interesting loophole. Sometimes even low-level gems ends up with excellent processing option. If you refine these gems as well, you can actually rival even higher level rare or epic gems in terms of efficiency. In fact, as the director mentioned when the system was first introduced, the Arc Grid is expected to become a core part of LostArk's ongoing farming system. The real question is just how sustainable will it be? I think having some degree of randomness is necessary, but I'm not sure about the system that simply blocks your progression and expects players to keep grinding indefinitely. Since we are still in the early stage of these features and because it overlaps with several complex mechanics, it might be putting extra pressure on players. Personally, as someone who enjoys the game, I feel that a bit more exploration of the system is needed. So if you spot anything odd in this video, I'd appreciate it if you could let me know in the comment. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching, everyone. And always, thanks for your big support. Hope this video was a little help for your LostArk journey. And of course, if you like my videos, hit the sub for more upcoming infos. I'll come back with more useful infos in the next video.